Gary Serra here. Hope everybody's having a great summer so far and enjoying this amazing weather we've been having. I hope everybody had a great long weekend for BC Day, and if you celebrated Pride or what have you, hope you had a great one. I certainly did. So what's going on with the numbers for July 2019? Let's take a look. So home sales in July actually increased. So this is the second time in 2019 that sales have actually increased, and this is the second highest sales figures for the year so far. If we take a look at the numbers, so for July 2019 there were 2,557 homes sold, compared to June was 2,077. And if we look at listings, we are actually down somewhat, 14,240 for July, 14,968 for June. Of course, July 2018, way different because we were in a much different market. And if you look at homes listed, we're actually in June, we're down from June, so 4.9% down from June. So again, number of listings have dropped somewhat, and of course, way up from 2018, almost 20%. If we look at how we're sitting in the market, believe it or not, we're actually in a balanced market for July across the board. And what are the definitions of the different markets? I always like to refresh everybody on that. Seller's market is anything over 20%. Buyer's market is anything under 12%. Anything between 12 and 20% is considered a balanced market of sales to active ratio, meaning the percentage of homes sold compared to the total quantity. Now, so for July, condos were actually at 22% and townhomes were at 20%. So both of those were actually in the seller's market, believe it or not. Now that's of course across the board, and it is very segmented depending on area and what have you. But overall, condos and townhomes, so the attached market is actually in a balanced to seller's market. Detached homes were actually at 13.5%, so again, right in the middle or on the lower band of the balanced market category, and combined ratio is 18%, so again, in the higher end of the balanced market. If we look compared to June, we definitely see the numbers improved from over June, so 15.7% for condos, townhomes were 15.8%, detached homes were 11.4, and combined was 13.8. So we definitely did see a marked increase and improvement over June. What I've been seeing so far is essentially we had a good May, we didn't have the greatest June, we've had a great July, and we'll see how August is, being that August usually is a bit of a slower month, being that it's the dead of summer. So benchmark price is now sitting at $995,200, which actually is a 9.4% decrease from July 2018, no surprise, and then a 3.3% decrease from June. So again, one of the things we're seeing is that we are, even though the sales increased from June, we are seeing a downward trend on pricing. So again, over June, we actually had the prices slightly decrease. If we look at the numbers per category, we see that for July, the benchmark price for detached was 1.417 and days on market was 48. If we compare that to June, 1.423,500 and 48 days on the market. So same days on market on both months, but the prices decreased slightly from July to June. If we look at July townhouses, benchmark price was 770,000 and average days on market was 41. If we look at June, 774,700, so a slight decrease again, and 34 days. So taking longer to sit on the market in July than in June, and prices went down somewhat. And then in apartments, for July, 653,200, 37 days on the market. If we look at June, 654,700, so again, a modest decrease, but a decrease nonetheless, and 36 days on the market, so almost the same days on market. So like I said, for sure we've seen more activity and more sales, but still a downward trend on pricing. So what does this all mean? Essentially, the benchmark price remains below $1 million, which is sort of the new normal, and for the second month, and prices are trending downward month over month. So like I said, even though we've seen sort of almost like a seesaw of activity, we still are seeing downward pricing. We're really talking about that with our clients in terms of timing in the market, and the longer you're sitting, the less you could be worth. July was the second highest selling month for 2019 so far, and a great condition for move-up buyers. Of course, this is the one thing that I've just been beating, like, over and over again, is that it's an awesome time to move up in the market. Right now we're working with some great past clients of ours that actually are looking to go from a semi-detached or sort of like a townhouse on the west side in Kids Point to a detached house on the west side. Believe it or not, we actually went into multiple offers on a really amazingly priced house in Dunbar, and we secured it just above list price. We're still waiting for offers to get, subjects to get removed, but overall though, they're still gonna do really well because the house price on that property has gone down so significantly, and for them, they're gonna really do well in the long run. So, want to talk about a few things, a few properties that we're kind of focused on and just maybe promote to you guys. We have a great listing at Pomeria, which I've mentioned before. We did a price adjustment on that one to 1.55. It's a beautiful luxury 2-bedroom, 2-bath right in the heart of Beach Crescent with amazing water views. We have a really cool live-work space in the Hastings Sunrise area, a building called L'Atelier. It's 2556 East Hastings. That one's priced at $499. It's a really cool unit. Awesome if you're like the creative type or want something that's not the cookie cutter. That unit can be rented and pets are allowed as well, so an awesome deal at $499. That one's been on the market just about 2 weeks. And then we have 2 brand new listings. We've got one at 930 Cambie. It's Landmark Pacific Place, right in the heart of Yaletown. It's sort of a late 90s building, great building, very well run. We have an amazing deal on this. This one, we've already had so many phone calls. We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's around 800 square feet, just shy, with parking. We are priced at $685,000. Rentals are allowed, so it's an amazing investment opportunity for somebody, or a great move up from, let's say, a 1-bedroom for somebody who's looking to move up. Lastly, we have an awesome 3-bedroom, 2-level end unit townhouse in Richmond, in Steveston, actually, right on Railway. It's literally a walking distance to the Steveston waterfront. Beautiful area. It's a really cute, well-maintained, as I said, townhouse. It has 2 parkings. One is a carport, one is a pad. This unit is over 1,600 square feet, and we are priced at $798, believe it or not. That's been on the market 2 days, same with Cambie, and both of those units we're doing open houses this weekend, so DM me or shoot a message if you have any questions about that, or share it to your friends for sure. Last thing I want to talk to you about is one of our most recent sales, and this is just about pricing. So we had a unit, a really great 1-bedroom in East Van that I talked about last month, which was at 5189 Gaston, right in the heart of Collingwood. A really good 1-bedroom. Rentals are allowed with restriction, and it's a good starter home for someone. We were priced at $398, but there was a lot of competition in the building going on at the same time. So we did a price re-strategizing to $375, and it did the trick. We got an accepted offer and a backup offer, and it sold for full price, and so our sellers are really happy about that. So in this market, strategy is everything. If you're thinking about selling, or you know somebody who is, DM me or reach out, because we have some proven results in terms of really making sure that you hit the right mark and hit the ground running in this ever-changing market, because in this market, strategy is everything. So I hope that helps. Any questions, DM me, call me, text me, email me, whatever you like. We'll talk to you guys next month. Take care.